Have you ever wondered why certain people enter your life as if they were a catalyst for pain and destruction, turning everything upside down? It might seem like a coincidence, but what if I told you that it is not an accident? The narcissists who cross your path are not there by chance. They are an instrument in your journey towards something much greater. In this video, you will discover a powerful truth that only the chosen can see. This truth has the potential to change everything: your vision of who you are, your struggles, and even the mission that God has reserved for you. It is not just about understanding what happens around you, but about waking up to what is inside of you. Get ready, because what you are about to hear might be what you need to transform your pain into victory. Perhaps you have dealt with someone like this, someone who manipulates, controls, and even after causing so much damage, is still seen as the hero in the eyes of others. Someone who seems to drain your energy, your strength, and leaves you wondering how it is possible that no one else can see it. If this sounds familiar, know that you are not alone, and more importantly, this is not by chance. There is a reason why you were placed in this situation, and it goes far beyond what you can imagine right now. Stay with me until the end, because this video will open your eyes to something that most people never notice. You will understand how narcissists operate on a level invisible to most people, but perfectly visible to the chosen. I will show you how to protect yourself, how to overcome this destructive influence, and above all, how to turn this experience into a strength for your life. The journey you faced with narcissists is not a mistake or a punishment. On the contrary, it is part of a greater plan, a proof that there is something special about you. God never leaves his chosen ones helpless, and every battle he allows you to face carries deep and essential lessons for your purpose. What seems like a meaningless struggle is, in fact, an opportunity to grow spiritually and reach your destiny. If you feel that this is resonating in your soul, know that you were guided here by something greater. This message did not come to you by chance. You are about to uncover a truth that will not only change your view of narcissists, but also bring clarity and direction to your life. Let's go on this journey together, because what you are about to discover can transform everything. Narcissism is a concept frequently addressed by psychology as a pattern of egocentric behaviors, manipulation, and lack of empathy. However, from a spiritual perspective, narcissism transcends conventional definitions. It manifests as a profound spiritual imbalance. These individuals are disconnected from the divine essence that resides in all of us, acting as distorted mirrors that reflect only vanity, control, and illusory self-sufficiency. This disconnection makes narcissists constantly seek to fill their internal void by feeding off the energy of others. For the chosen, this disconnection is not only visible but felt on the deepest level of the spirit. At the core of all narcissistic behavior is a spiritual wound that has never been healed. They are souls who, for various reasons, have strayed from their divine purpose, choosing to live in a cycle of illusion and deception. Narcissism is the expression of an internal struggle with the lack of light and truth. For the chosen, this is evident because their own light exposes the darkness that narcissists try to hide. This exposure often makes them targets of attacks, as narcissists see in the chosen what they do not possess: an unwavering connection to the divine essence. While the world may be enchanted by the charm and charisma of narcissists, the chosen have a unique ability to see beyond the masks. The gaze of the chosen pierces the surface, seeing the spiritual wounds hidden behind the facade. To many, a narcissist may seem like someone confident, powerful, and controlling, but to the chosen, this image is just a smoke screen. They feel something disturbing, an energy that reveals the true nature of these people. This perception is a spiritual gift, often accompanied by the discernment to avoid falling into their traps. Narcissists exhibit behavioral patterns that go beyond simple selfishness. They manipulate to gain control, lack empathy, and incessantly seek validation. These behaviors, from a spiritual perspective, reflect the disconnection from the divine light. Manipulation is an attempt to replace the natural flow of divine grace with human control. The lack of empathy shows a break from universal love. The need for validation demonstrates the absence of true inner security that can only be found in God. The chosen recognize these actions as clear signs of a spirit in imbalance. The chosen radiate a light that cannot be hidden, even when they try to be discreet. Narcissists, consciously or not, recognize this light as a threat to their control. They are drawn to the chosen because they need this energy to sustain their facade. However, at the same time, this very light exposes their darkness. This creates a paradox. They wish to extinguish the shine of the chosen, but they also depend on it. This dynamic makes the chosen constant targets, especially in moments of spiritual vulnerability. The relationship between narcissists and the chosen is no coincidence. It is a spiritual battle. Narcissists function as unconscious tools of dark forces, seeking to interrupt the divine purpose in the lives of the chosen. Each emotional attack or manipulation is an attempt to divert the chosen from their mission. However, what narcissists do not understand is that by trying to extinguish this light, they end up strengthening the chosen, who find even more reasons to connect with God and their divine essence. Being targeted by a narcissist is often proof of the spiritual shine of a chosen one. The stronger the light, the more darkness will try to approach to extinguish it. This experience, although painful, serves as a reminder that the chosen possess something valuable and rare, a direct connection with the divine that makes them unshakable. This is why God allows these encounters, not to punish the chosen, but to strengthen them and prepare them for their greater mission. While many succumb to the manipulative tactics of narcissists, the chosen have the ability to break free. They possess spiritual discernment that allows them to recognize traps before it's too late. Even when they are wounded, their connection with God helps them heal quickly, preventing the cycle of manipulation from continuing. This resistance is frustrating for narcissists, who cannot understand how someone can escape their control. The chosen not only survive narcissistic attacks, they transform them. Each encounter with a narcissist is an opportunity to grow spiritually, understand more about the workings of dark forces, and strengthen their connection with God. They learn to set boundaries, trust their divine intuition, and use these experiences as a testimony to their own spiritual strength. Thus, what was meant to be destructive becomes a catalyst for transformation and growth. This spiritual battle may seem heavy and purposeless, but is there something greater behind it? Does God allow the chosen to face narcissists to prepare them for something grander? And more importantly, what is the divine purpose hidden behind this darkness? In the next point, we will explore what God reveals to the chosen about this struggle and how it fits into the greater plan for their lives. Stay with me, because these answers might completely change your perspective on what you are facing. As a chosen one, you have probably faced situations where you were confronted by people with manipulative, domineering, and emotionally challenging behaviors, the narcissists. But why does this happen so frequently in the lives of the chosen? The answer lies in your spiritual mission. God allows you to face narcissists to shape your resilience, sharpen your spiritual perception, and prepare you for greater battles. This is spiritual training that transforms you into a stronger and wiser warrior. The chosen do not face narcissists by chance. Each encounter is carefully orchestrated to help you identify your weaknesses, strengthen your emotional and spiritual boundaries, and awaken abilities you may not have known you possessed. Facing narcissists requires you to develop the ability to see beyond words and actions. You must discern the energy behind intentions. This spiritual perception is a powerful weapon that will be useful in your divine journey. Narcissistic behavior is not just a psychological issue. There is a deep spiritual dimension behind it. Narcissists often act as tools of distraction and destruction, sent to test your faith and divert your attention from the greater purpose that God has placed in your life. These attacks go beyond the emotional. They drain your energy, undermine your self-esteem, and try to disconnect you from your divine essence. Narcissists are drawn to the chosen like moths to a light. The energy of the chosen is unique, bright, elevated, and charged with a purpose that narcissists instinctively want to control. They try to extinguish this light by attacking your identity and planting doubts about your mission. This happens because your presence threatens the narcissist's inflated ego, revealing the weakness behind the facade. The most effective way to deal with narcissists is to set firm boundaries. These boundaries are not only emotional, they are also spiritual. Know how far you can get involved without compromising your inner peace and your connection with God. Practice the spiritual shield, where you consciously visualize a barrier between you and the negative energy they try to cast upon you. Prayer and meditation are powerful tools for the chosen facing narcissists. Prayer aligns you with God, bringing clarity, strength, and spiritual protection. Meditation helps center your energy, eliminate the stress caused by emotional attacks, and renew your connection with your purpose. Both create a protective field around your soul, making it harder for any negative energy to penetrate. Narcissists try to destabilize your self-esteem because they know that your strength is rooted in the understanding of who you are in God. It is vital to remember that you are chosen, loved, and equipped with unique spiritual gifts. Facing narcissists is a reminder that your light is so powerful that even dark forces mobilize to try to extinguish it. Consider the example of Maria, a chosen one who faced years of emotional manipulation by a narcissistic colleague. She prayed daily for strength and discernment, and gradually realized that the attacks were not about her, but about the narcissist's inability to deal with the light she carried. Maria strengthened her boundaries, maintained her faith, and eventually became an example of resilience for other chosen ones in her community. Many chosen ones report feeling isolated after prolonged interactions with narcissists. This is part of the process. God allows you to go through moments of solitude so that you can reconnect with Him and find strength within yourself. These periods of reflection are essential for you to heal and emerge stronger. One of the greatest lessons in dealing with narcissists is learning to see beyond appearances. The chosen ones develop a spiritual radar that allows them to identify hidden intentions and subtle manipulations. This discernment is one of the most valuable skills you can acquire, as it will be useful in all areas of your life. Although it is difficult, forgiveness is a crucial step in facing narcissists. Forgiving does not mean accepting the behavior or allowing abuse. It means freeing your soul from any toxic connection with them. This returns your power to you and allows you to continue your journey without unnecessary emotional burdens. Chosen ones face battles that many others cannot understand. That is why surrounding yourself with a faith community that understands your journey can be a great source of strength and encouragement. Sharing experiences with other spiritually aware people helps to lighten the load and reinforce your mission. God uses the chosen ones to bring light to dark situations, including relationships with narcissists. Often, your presence and example of spiritual strength can plant seeds of change even in the hardest hearts. You are a tool for transformation, even when you do not realize it. Although facing narcissists is painful, remember that there is a divine purpose in everything you go through. Each battle strengthens your soul and prepares you to face greater challenges and fulfill your destiny as a chosen one. Now, you might be wondering, why me? Why does God allow me to face such intense challenges? Is it really worth it? Do not worry, these answers are closer than you think. In the next point, we will explore the deeper spiritual reason behind the trials you face and how it connects to your destiny. At first glance, narcissists may seem confident, charismatic, and even irresistible to many. But there is a deeper, darker layer operating silently behind this facade, accessible only to those with a heightened spiritual perception. The chosen, with their intimate connection to the divine light, have the ability to see beyond the masks. They can discern the spiritual game that narcissists play, a game that involves draining the energy of those who shine the brightest, in an effort to feed their own internal darkness. Narcissists operate on a level that goes beyond human psychology. Their actions and intentions often have roots in spiritual influences. They are like magnets to the light, but not in a positive sense. Instead of nurturing or sharing this light, they try to extinguish it. This is not something most people can perceive. Only the chosen, with their trained spiritual eyes, can identify the moments when the narcissist's mask slips, revealing the true nature of their intentions. The chosen carry a unique light, something that cannot be explained by words, but is deeply felt on a spiritual level. Narcissists sense this light and are automatically drawn to it. It is as if they see in the chosen a force that challenges everything they represent. This brilliance bothers them because it contrasts with the inner emptiness they try so hard to hide. Often, this attraction is unconscious, but the impact is profound and disturbing. When a chosen one crosses paths with a narcissist, something powerful happens on the spiritual plane. The narcissist tries to manipulate, control, and absorb the energy of the chosen, but the light of truth always prevails. This is why interactions between them often result in tension, conflict, and attempts at emotional destabilization. God allows these encounters not as punishment, but as spiritual training for the chosen. The narcissist can fool many, but cannot fool the chosen. The keen sense of spiritual truth allows the chosen to identify inconsistencies, the small flaws that others overlook. A comment, a look, or even a poorly placed silence can reveal a lot. While the world only sees the surface, the chosen see the hidden intentions, manipulations, and spiritual fragility that the narcissist tries to hide. God gives the chosen the ability not only to see the truth, but also to act as mirrors for the narcissists. They reflect the narcissist's true essence back to them, something that can be painful and unsettling. This dynamic is not easy, as it often places the chosen in situations of suffering. However, It is in this process that they learn to strengthen their light and develop spiritual resilience. Although painful, the encounter with a narcissist is not accidental. God allows these situations to teach the chosen important lessons about energetic protection, discernment, and self-worth. Each challenge faced strengthens the chosen's connection with their divine mission, allowing them to inspire others around them to find and protect their own light. Narcissists are not just problematic individuals, they represent forces that oppose light and spiritual growth. For the chosen, interacting with these forces is a form of spiritual battle. God equips the chosen with the tools necessary to win, but victory often requires patience, prayer, and faith. This battle is not just about the chosen, it has much larger implications on the spiritual plane. It is common for the chosen to feel exhausted after encounters with narcissists, as these interactions drain energy and test emotional limits. However, it is precisely in these moments of vulnerability that the chosen find their true strength. God uses these situations to remind them that their light does not depend on external circumstances, but on their inner connection with Him. By overcoming these challenging interactions, the chosen become sources of inspiration for those around them. They show that it is possible to maintain spiritual integrity, even in the face of manipulation and darkness. The hidden truth that only the chosen can see is not just a gift, but also a responsibility. They are called to share their lessons and illuminate the way so that others can also strengthen their light and live their divine missions. The battle with a narcissist is more than emotional or psychological. It is deeply spiritual. To win it, the chosen need to resort to the tools that God places at their disposal. These tools include faith, prayer, discernment, and practices that strengthen the inner light. They not only protect the chosen from the narcissist's manipulations, but also help them stay focused on their greater purpose without being sidetracked by emotional traps. Faith is a powerful weapon that disarms the negative intentions of the narcissist. When a chosen one stands firm in their belief and connection with God, they create a spiritual barrier that the narcissist cannot penetrate. Faith also helps the chosen one not to react to provocations or attempts at manipulation. Instead, they respond with calm, confidence, and clarity, which weakens the narcissist's emotional strength. The more the chosen one trusts in God, the more protected they are. To face the spiritual challenges imposed by narcissists, it is essential to maintain high spiritual energy. Daily practices such as meditation, prayer, reading the Word of God, and moments of gratitude help the chosen one strengthen their divine connection. Additionally, taking care of the body through exercise, healthy eating, and rest is also crucial, as a strong spirit requires a balanced body. These practices create an energetic protection field that reduces the narcissist's influence. One of the most effective ways to win this spiritual battle is to use the Word of God as a shield. Verses that reaffirm divine protection, such as Psalm 91, can be recited daily to create a spiritual barrier. Reading and meditating on the Word also help the chosen one better discern the narcissist's intentions and keep their heart free from feelings like anger and resentment, which can be used against them. Forgiveness is one of the most difficult, but also one of the most powerful tools in facing a narcissist. Forgiving does not mean accepting or justifying their behavior, but freeing the chosen one's heart from the emotional prison the narcissist tries to create. By releasing forgiveness, the chosen one prevents the narcissist from having power over their thoughts and emotions. This liberation is an act of faith and an essential step to continue in their divine purpose. After challenging interactions with a narcissist, it can be difficult to regain inner peace. It is at this moment that practices such as silence, prayer, and seeking God's presence become fundamental. These practices help to clear accumulated energy, renew spiritual strength, and bring clarity. The chosen one must remember that their peace does not depend on the external world, but on the divine light that dwells within them. What often seems like a draining struggle is, in fact, a call for spiritual growth. God allows these challenges so that the chosen one can strengthen their faith, refine their character, and become even more aware of their mission. Each interaction with a narcissist is an opportunity for the chosen one to develop patience, resilience, and compassion. It is in overcoming these battles that they come closer to the purpose for which they were called. The chosen often do not realize the strength they possess until they are placed in situations that require it. Facing a narcissist reveals to the chosen their capacity to resist, discern, and above all, trust in God. These battles show that the divine light that dwells within them is more powerful than any external darkness. This recognition not only strengthens the chosen one, but also inspires them to continue their journey with more confidence. By winning spiritual battles with narcissists, the chosen one becomes an example for those around them. Their ability to overcome challenges with faith and wisdom serves as inspiration for others who also face spiritual struggles. By sharing their experience, they illuminate the path for others to find their own tools for protection and spiritual growth. In the end, every encounter with a narcissist has a divine purpose. God uses these experiences to shape the chosen one, prepare them for greater challenges, and strengthen them to fulfill their mission. These battles are not the final destination. They are stages of a much larger path. When the chosen one understands this, they transform what was once a struggle into an opportunity to grow, evolve, and shine even more intensely. Have you ever wondered why, among so many people, you have the ability to see beyond the narcissist's mask? This is not by chance, and the answer is deeply connected to your spiritual purpose. But beware, what I am going to reveal about this at the end may completely change the way you view these situations in your own journey as a chosen one. So, stay with me until the end to understand the true reason behind this unique gift. Narcissists have always been among us, but few can perceive the real impact they have on the spiritual dynamics of their lives. For the chosen ones, those who carry a special sensitivity and a broader vision of the world, narcissists represent much more than simply difficult individuals to deal with. They are, in fact, instruments of learning and, paradoxically, of liberation. God allows these people to enter our lives not as punishment, but as a mirror to reveal what still needs to be worked on within us. God, in His infinite wisdom, grants the chosen ones a deep spiritual discernment, capable of seeing beyond the masks that narcissists wear. Where most see only charm or manipulation, the chosen can identify these people's internal wounds, even if they try to hide behind toxic behaviors. This vision is a gift but also a challenge, because it requires those who possess it to maintain a balanced approach, understanding without being complicit, loving without being consumed, and forgiving without accepting abuse. The approach of the chosen towards narcissists goes beyond emotional reactions or judgments. God teaches that every interaction, no matter how difficult it may seem, is an opportunity for growth. Narcissists are often placed in our lives to help us learn about boundaries, self-love, and the spiritual strength that dwells within us. They test our ability to remain firm in our identity, even when we are attacked, humiliated, or manipulated. The hidden truth that many do not see is that narcissists have a spiritual function that challenges the chosen to become leaders of their own journeys. Facing a narcissist requires not only strength, but also wisdom and compassion, elements that God cultivates in those He chooses for greater missions. This type of relationship can be destructive for those who are not prepared, but for the chosen, it is a spiritual training ground that prepares them for their true mission. Divine teachings show us that it is essential to understand that the presence of narcissists in our lives is not a sign of weakness or bad luck, but a call to awakening. God would never place a struggle before you without also providing the tools to overcome it. The chosen have the ability to discern manipulation games and, more importantly, to transcend these traps with the light of truth. This light not only protects the chosen, but can also illuminate the path for others. Another layer of this hidden truth is that narcissists often feel the spiritual presence of the chosen and are threatened by it. The light you carry, given by God, exposes the shadows in other people, and for narcissists, this is unbearable. They will try in every way to extinguish this light, either by diminishing you, questioning your worth, or planting doubts in your heart. But as a chosen one, you have the duty to remember that this light is divine and cannot be extinguished. God teaches that the battle with narcissists is not fought on the physical plane, but the spiritual. While they use weapons like lies, manipulation, and guilt, the chosen are called to fight with truth, faith, and unconditional love. This does not mean accepting abuse, but understanding that love is more powerful when it is firm and sets boundaries. True love does not feed darkness, it transforms it with light. The chosen have the responsibility to use their experience with narcissists as a tool for healing, both for themselves and for others. When you understand the spiritual dynamics behind these relationships, you realize that they are invitations to deepen your connection with God. It is in this process that you find the strength to break free from destructive patterns and align with the greater purpose that God has prepared for your life. Narcissists, in essence, cannot understand what drives the chosen because their actions are guided by superficial needs, while the chosen are anchored in deep spiritual values. This creates an inevitable conflict, but also an opportunity to reaffirm your purpose. Every attack, every attempt at destabilization, is a reminder that you carry something they can never take away, the certainty that you are guided by something greater. Remember that the hidden truth about narcissists is only visible to those who are spiritually prepared to see it. God gives this vision to the chosen so that they can help transform the world, not only through words, but also by example. So, even in the most challenging situations, remain steadfast, knowing that you are not alone. God is by your side, guiding every step, strengthening your faith, and reminding you that you are part of something grand and eternal. Narcissists, often seen as antagonists in our lives, have a role that few understand. The hidden truth, which only the chosen ones can see, is that they function as a distorted mirror. They reflect our insecurities, fears, and unresolved parts that we need to transform to align with our true essence. When you, a chosen one, encounter a narcissist, you are being called to recognize something greater. They are not there to destroy you, but to strengthen you. No matter how painful the experience, it carries a divine purpose. Not everyone has the spiritual clarity necessary to perceive the depth of these relationships. You are chosen because your mission goes beyond merely resisting adversities. God gave you the ability to discern and learn from these interactions, showing that each encounter is a test to refine your faith and purpose. While others see chaos, you perceive lessons. While others flee, you understand that a divine call is at play. In God's grand plan, nothing is by chance. Narcissists appear in your life as tools of revelation. They expose weaknesses you may not have even known you had, provoking spiritual growth. This confrontation is painful but essential. It is through this distorted mirror that you can identify what needs to be aligned within yourself to walk with greater clarity and strength on your spiritual journey. God trusted you with this vision because He knew of your resilience. The chosen ones have a spiritual strength that enables them to face challenges many could not withstand. Seeing beyond the narcissist's masks is a gift, an ability given to protect you and allow you to flourish. You not only survive these encounters, but emerge from them stronger and wiser. Many get trapped in the toxic cycles that narcissists create, but the chosen have the power to break them. You are called to be a light in the midst of darkness, illuminating not only your path, but that of others around you. By recognizing the role of these cycles in your life, you acquire the tools to transform them and create something new, based on divine truth and wisdom. Everything that happens in your life is aligned with a greater purpose. God chose you to see this truth because you have a special calling. Your journey is not just for your benefit, but so that you can become a living example of the transformative power that God can achieve in someone's life. The pain you experience in interactions with narcissists is not in vain. It is an opportunity to grow and strengthen yourself. Instead of surrendering to suffering, ask yourself, what does God want to teach me with this? Every wound carries a lesson, and each lesson is a tool to bring you closer to the divine purpose. With the knowledge you have acquired comes the responsibility to help others. Your experience is not just yours. It is a testimony that can illuminate the path for those still lost. Sharing your journey not only empowers you, but also gives hope to those who struggle in silence. To navigate these situations, it is essential to always seek God's guidance. He is the source of clarity and strength that you need to not get lost amid the challenges. Prayer and meditation become powerful tools to keep your mind and spirit aligned with divine truth. You are stronger than you think. God chose you because He knew you had the capacity to overcome even the most difficult challenges. Even when it seems like you are alone or without direction, He is by your side, guiding every step you take. With this truth revealed, you now have the opportunity to take control of your journey. Narcissists may try to shake your confidence, but they can never steal the purpose that God placed within you. This is the moment to rise and claim your strength. Truth not only sets you free, it transforms. By understanding the role of narcissists in your life, you unlock a new level of clarity and power. This transformation is not just for you, but for everyone who connects with you, directly or indirectly. Every painful interaction is an invitation for a new beginning. God does not allow you to go through these situations without a purpose. He is using every moment to shape and prepare you for something much greater than you can imagine now. By sharing your journey, you become a source of inspiration for other chosen ones. Your story is a reminder that even in the most difficult circumstances, there is hope and purpose. You are a living proof of God's transformative power. Now that you know this truth, it is time to act. Use this revelation as a catalyst to change your life and the lives of others around you. Do not settle for merely surviving. Flourish, illuminate, and transform. God chose you for a reason, and with this truth, you are ready to fulfill your purpose. If you have come this far, know that it is not a coincidence. This message reached you because you are ready for transformation. God chose this moment to reveal a truth to you that can change your life. Do not ignore this call. It is a sign that you are ready to take the next step in your spiritual journey. Take this truth and turn it into action. Do not let this message get lost. It is for you. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you identified a narcissist in your life? How did you deal with this situation? Share in the comments, because your experience could be the light someone needs to face their own challenges. When we share our stories, we strengthen each other and create a community where everyone can grow. If this message touched your heart, know that there is much more to come. Subscribe to the channel so you do not miss any revelation that can transform your life. Like and share this video with those who may also relate. Together, we can continue on this journey of growth, healing, and enlightenment. If you want to discover the secret that the church hides from the chosen and the reason for their distancement, the next video is for you. Click now and discover.